Hi everyone and welcome back. For this video series, we're going to be looking at simultaneous equations. Yes. So the objectives for this video, we are going to solve simultaneous equations using the elimination method. And it's going to be specifically those questions that have the same coefficient but a different sign. And then we're going to solve word problems using simultaneous equations. So remember what a simultaneous equation is. It's a pair of two equations where you're solving for two variables. So here's our first equation we're going to solve. It says 5x plus y equals 28, x minus y equals 2. Remember, we always start by labeling the equations, equation 1 and then equation 2. And then here's what I'm looking for. I want to look for a pair of letters that have the same coefficient but different signs. And notice that's what's happening with the y's. Like they're both 1y, but the first one is positive 1y and the second one is negative 1y. So that's a good sign. And even if they were different, so like if they were 2y, positive 2y, negative 2y, positive 6y and negative 6y, it would be the same thing. So I'm going to put my bar and we're going to add. So 5x plus x gives me 6x. What happens when I add a positive 1y, take away 1y? Well, they cancel each other out. Then 28 plus 2 is 30. Now I have a one-step equation that I can solve. So I'm going to divide both sides by 6. So x equals 30 divided by 6. X is equal to 5. Now let's continue on. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to substitute x equals 5 into equation 1. So I have 5x plus y equals 28. I rewrote it. Now I'm going to replace that x with 5. I know 5x means 5 times x. So it now becomes 5 times 5 plus y equals 28. 25 plus y equals 28. And now I have a one-step equation that I can solve by subtracting 25 from both sides. So y equals 28 minus 25. Y is equal to 3. Now I have found two answers, but for me to say I'm done, I always check to make sure that it's correct. So we're going to check using equation 2. X minus y equals 2. And now I substitute. X is 5, y is 3. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. Just to confirm 2 is equal to 2, so I've done this correctly and I've solved my simultaneous equation correctly. Let's look at another one. So the sum of two numbers is 21 and the difference is 7. Write two equations in terms of r and s, then solve. So before I actually get into working this and writing the equations, it's important for me to make sure I understand what pieces of information are important in the question. This first part, the sum of two numbers is 21. When we think back to what sum means, I know that it means addition. So if it means addition, I have r plus s equals 21. That's equation 1. Then for equation 2, I'm told the difference is 7. Well, I know difference is subtraction, so r minus s is equal to 7, and that becomes equation 2. Now remember what we're looking for. A pair of letters that have the same coefficient but different signs. And that's definitely what's happening with s. It's both one S, but the signs are different. I'm not going to do R. I could do R, but for this method that I'm showing you, we're going to focus on the S's. S's sounds funny. Now I'm going to add the equations. So R plus R is 2R. Similar thing is going to happen with the S, where they cancel each other out. And then 21 plus 7 is 28. So I'm going to go ahead and divide my one-step equation by 2. So R is equal to 28 divided by 2. r is equal to 14. Now I'm going to substitute r equals 14 into equation 1. 14 plus s is equal to 21. So I took the first equation, I just went straight into my substitution. I know r plus s is 21. And since r was 14, I just put 14 plus s is equal to 21. R is equal to 21 minus 14. R is equal to 7. So I have my two solutions. Now I'm going to go ahead and check. So I'm going to check using equation 2. R minus S is equal to 7. So 14 minus 7 is equal to 7. 7 is equal to 7. Good stuff. Thank you so much for watching this short video. I hope that it helps in some way as you go on to complete whatever assignments, quiz, tests, whatever it is that you're preparing for. All the best. Bye.